In the words of Admiral Chester Nimitz, the Battle of Midway marked the first decisive victory in the fight against the Japanese. It was the turning point of the Pacific. Today we delve into this significant event of World War II. Without this battle, the course of the war may have taken a very different path. To understand the weight of Midway, we must first go back to the early stages of the war in the Pacific. Amidst the vast expanse of the ocean, the Pacific theater was a chessboard of islands and atolls. Midway Island, small but strategically located, was the coveted prize for both the Allied and Axis powers. It was seen as the key to control the Pacific, a potential launching pad for invasions and a barrier against attacks. Both sides knew whoever controlled Midway held the upper hand in the Pacific. Two men stood at the forefront of this battle: Admiral Chester W. Nimitz and Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto. Nimitz, the United States Pacific Fleet commander, and Yamamoto, the architect of Japan's naval strategy. These men, leading their respective forces, were about to clash in a battle that would reshape the Pacific theater. The stage was set, the players ready, and the Battle of Midway was about to unfold. As the echoes of the Battle of Coral Sea still lingered, a new confrontation was brewing. The Coral Sea witnessed the first ever carrier versus carrier battle, and both sides suffered heavy losses. In the meantime, a group of brilliant minds were working tirelessly. The U.S. cryptanalysts, breaking the Japanese code, were about to change the tide of the war. Despite the heavy losses at Coral Sea, the U.S. had a secret weapon: they had broken the Japanese code. On June 4th, 1942, the United States launched their surprise attack. At the heart of the action were the aircraft carriers, the juggernauts of the sea. Their planes filled the sky, a swarm of metal birds raining fury upon the enemy. The U.S. forces were strategic, targeting Japanese carriers and crippling their ability to retaliate. It was a dance of destruction, a symphony of chaos, but it wasn't without purpose. The tide of the battle was about to turn dramatically. The sinking of the Japanese carriers marked the turning point of the Battle of Midway. It was a moment of high drama as American forces launched a daring surprise attack. With their aerial superiority compromised, the Japanese fleet was left exposed and vulnerable. The loss of these carriers not only crippled the Japanese naval strength, but also shifted the momentum of the war in the Pacific. With their carriers sunk, the Japanese were forced to retreat, marking a decisive moment in the war. The Battle of Midway was over, but its impact was far from done. Its aftermath saw Japan's naval superiority decisively crippled, shifting the balance of power in the Pacific. This marked the start of a steady, unyielding Allied advance. The Battle of Midway was not just a victory, it was the turning point of the Pacific War. The Battle of Midway, a clash that changed the course of history. We've journeyed through the Pacific theater, met the key players, and relived the battle's turning points. What are your thoughts on the Battle of Midway? Join the conversation below and remember to subscribe for more historical content. Cool.